Let's be real, she was into you. The vibe was there. The attraction, obvious, but then something changed. Her text slowed down. Her energy dropped. She went from warm to cold, and you're left wondering, what happened? The truth? Most guys don't get ghosted out of nowhere. They slowly drain her attraction without even knowing it. So, today, we're breaking down the 5 biggest mistakes that make women lose interest. They're subtle, they're silent, but they're deadly. And once you fix them, everything changes. Mistake 1. You become too available. Let's get one thing clear. She wants your presence, not your obsession. When you're too available, you kill mystery. You're always one text away, always ready to hang out, always showing her that your time has no boundaries. At first, it feels flattering. She thinks, wow, he's really into me. But give it a week, and it flips. Now she feels like she's the center of your universe. That doesn't feel romantic. It feels heavy. Women are drawn to men with gravity, with a schedule, with something bigger than her occupying his mind. A high-value man isn't rude. He's rare. He's not ignoring her. He's focused. She's attracted not just to your attention, but to the cost of your attention. When it's too easy to get, it loses value. Don't become the guy who's always waiting around. Become the man who makes her wait, wonder, and work to earn your presence. Mistake 2. You validate her too much. You're gorgeous. You're amazing. You're different than other girls. Sound familiar? It's what most men say, and it's why most men get left on red. Here's what you have to understand. Validation is like candy. Sweet at first, but too much of it, she loses her appetite. When you compliment her all the time, especially without her doing anything to earn it, she starts feeling like she's already won. And when the chase is over, the game ends. Women don't fall for men who worship them instantly. They fall for men who challenge them subtly, who make them question where they stand. Be playful, be bold, be selective with your compliments. Reward effort, not just existence. She puts in work to look amazing, notice it. She supports you in a real way. Appreciate it, but don't hand out praise like a participation trophy. Make her earn your admiration, and it'll mean 10 times more. Mistake 3. You have no purpose outside of her. This one's deadly, and most guys don't even realize they're doing it. They meet a girl they really like. They get emotionally invested, and slowly, their world starts to revolve around her. They stop hitting the gym. They flake on friends. They stop building their goals. Everything becomes about her. Here's the problem. A woman can sense when you've made her your purpose. And that's when the attraction begins to die. She doesn't want to be your motivation. She wants to join a man who already has one. A man who's up at 6 a.m. building. A man who says no to random plans because he's chasing something bigger. A man who's not afraid to put her second when his mission calls. That's the man she respects. That's the man she fights to be around. Because when she knows your life is full and she has to earn her place in it, she stays invested. Never let your mission go on pause for a woman. Bring her along, or let her watch from the sidelines. Mistake 4. You over-communicate your feelings. We live in a world that tells men to open up more. And yes, vulnerability is powerful. But here's the truth. Vulnerability is attractive when it's backed by strength. Too much too soon? It turns into pressure. If she just met you and already knows about your childhood trauma, your insecurities, your stress at work, she doesn't feel closer. She feels overwhelmed. Emotional dumping doesn't build connection. It builds repulsion. A high value man is emotionally aware, but emotionally contained. He chooses when and how to open up. He shares feelings from a place of clarity, not chaos. Don't get it twisted. Being emotionally intelligent doesn't mean you pour your soul out every time you feel something. It means you master your emotions and share them selectively when it adds value. You're not a robot, but you're not a sponge either. You don't need to spill every thought to be authentic. Sometimes silence speaks louder. Mistake 5. You don't set boundaries. Let's talk about strength, the kind women feel. Not in your arms, in your standards. If she flakes and you say, it's okay. If she disrespects you and you laugh it off. If she crosses the line and you just pull back silently. You're not being chill, you're being weak. Boundaries are the framework of respect. Without them, she can't fully trust you because she doesn't know what you stand for. Women test men all the time, not maliciously, instinctively. They push to see, will he hold the line? If you don't, she loses interest fast. A high value man doesn't shout, argue, or explain endlessly. He just sets the boundary and enforces it. No drama, no debate, just, that doesn't work for me. And here's the twist: the moment you do that, she respects you more, she trusts you more, she desires you more, because boundaries equals leadership, and leadership is magnetic. If she's pulling away, stop asking what's wrong with her. Start checking what's wrong with your frame. Too available, she gets bored. Too validating, she gets lazy. No mission, she gets repelled. Too emotional, she gets overwhelmed. No boundaries, she walks all over you. Fix the leaks, and you'll feel her come back. Not because you chased, not because you begged, but because you raised your standard. And high standards, they attract high desire. So stand tall. Build your life. Own your space. Let her feel what it's like to be around a man who doesn't fold. Because when you become that man, the right woman doesn't pull away. She leans in every time.